Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is week 1 of the UVA LCS. I am Seamus Seamus Anderson, bringing you today Dictator 2's Winions take on Team Yamato. So I've changed a little bit as far as audio and stuff is concerned. So the last time I cast, my voice was much louder than the game music and champion select music as well. So please do let me know in the chat how that's all working out. Let's just do that. And let's put the overlay on. So here we go. Oh, not quite. This is so hard. Cool. All right, so now we're ready to go. What's up, Devin? Why is a tech person watching a UVA LCS game? No, I appreciate the offer, but I'll take the solo. In the future, though, if you want to cast, go ahead. Anyway, picks and bans. So here we are. PPC Master can play Sona, but she got nerfed, so he's not going to play Sona. You know what? He is going to play Janna. I will bet my reputation as a fantastic, handsome, attractive, all-around admirable guy on PPC Master picking... Lock it in. Lock it in. Actually, well, the thing about PPC Master, not only does he play a ton of Janna, but it's also a really good counter to Leon in this situation, so actually I bet we will see that happen. A little bit about the bans. Katarina banned out against Peric Shadow. He loves that champion. And a couple of other bans. Target ban against Dimmer X, Malphite. He plays that champion all the time. And Team Yamato doing their research, making sure to take that away. Gotta check the lack of UVA talent. Alright. And I'm thinking Finite will go with Xin Zhao here because he played him a lot last split in the UVA LCS and with quite a bit of success. And personally, I think Xin Zhao is actually much stronger, or not much stronger, but he's more viable in this new jungle and with the change to the items and such. Well, pretty fast lock-in coming out of Team Yamato with Graves' AD carry and Hecarim. This is probably going to be a Hecarim jungle. That's what it looks like. And Hi Buddy instantly responds with a Caitlyn pick. So Caitlyn very good against Graves because you could poke that down, and actually if PPC Master and Hi Buddy play it perfectly, that 2v2 bot lane is going to go heavily in the favor of Dictator 2's Winions. So I'm gonna hope that Cableman tries and makes something happen there. UVA stream, twitch.tv. Does sound good. So I would like to see Cableman make something happen because Hecarim has very strong ganks even without his ultimate. Once he gets his ultimate, it's even better. And although it's going to be hard to gank a Janna Caitlyn lane, he has to do so, otherwise it might be that Team Yamato's bot lane is just out farmed. Of course, there is the potential for a 2v2 outplay, but Hi Buddy and PPC Master really define themselves as one of the best bot lanes in the split. And wow, Nasus and Anivia. What are these champions? I am very excited because I don't think we've seen either of those. Definitely not this split. We saw one or two Nasus' last split, but I don't think we ever saw an Anivia. Actually, no. Tall Magic might have played Anivia once or twice. And Peric Shadow gonna go with Akali. Akali very strong right now, but very interesting pick and ban phase, sort of the bottom few. Dimmer X plays Maokai, similar to Malphite, not necessarily as much AoE, but more or less the same function of a hyper tank. And we'll see if late September and MPAN 2005 how they're gonna make these, how they're going to play those lanes, because both of those champions scale very well, but sort of have a hard time early. Nasus actually gonna have a pretty easy time free farming against Dimmer X, so he might enjoy that a lot. But Akali, Anivia, honestly, I don't have that much experience. I don't think I've ever played that matchup personally since I'm not a mid laner, and I actually have never played Anivia in my life. However, pre-6 Akali probably gonna get quite a bit of harass against Akali, so Anivia will harass Akali a lot. And late September actually will go with a barrier instead of ignite. I like that. Very safe. Anivia doesn't need to get up close in an ignite range, so interesting picks coming out of Team Yamato for sure. More standard stuff, and I want to see Peric Shadow do well with this Akali pickup because he was So the two carries is kind of hard to believe, but the two carries for Dictator Sue's Winions are Pyrrhic Shadow normally and PPC Master. PPC Master, if he gets his bot lane fed, I mean, High Buddy, don't get me wrong, High Buddy is good, but High Buddy sort of plays like Dyrus as an AD carry. Or like, I don't want to insult you, High Buddy, but sort of like Cop. At least I don't remember too many flashy plays, but always very consistent. And that's because PPC Master and Pyrrhic Shadow can go hard and pick up tons of kills. Just checking out. Sounds good. Blue team gonna win. Hecarim is very strong right now. I agree. This some interesting choices for sure. That camera's a little bit high. Definitely an interesting pick band though. Cable Man does not work for the cable company, unfortunately. But anyway, we're gonna load into Summoner's Rift in just about a minute or two. I'm gonna let you guys see the timer, and I'm gonna take a quick water break before the game begins. See you guys. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, again, this is week 1 of the UV LCS, and we have Team Yamato going up against Dictator Sue's Winions. Just check to make sure everything's good on the stream. Oh.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Alright, that should be nice and loud so you can hear everything that's going on. Shout outs to Riot for having really cool soundtrack. Uh-oh, So Pro gonna get caught out. No, flashes away, and actually PPC Master will land the tornado. But instant summoner used by Team Yamato's AD carry. That is, especially in the lane that they're against, it's gonna be very, very hard for Poso Pro and Deep Go Deep. But it looks like Team Yamato right now trying to get an invade, and it seemed like no one knew what was going down, at least not on the Winions side. This buff steal might actually work, and that's surprising. You generally don't, or at least I haven't seen too many buff steals. Uh-oh, Ping's coming out. They will spot Pyrrhic Shadow and Finite, who might have just decided to go and start their red after they didn't see the enemy around their own. We might actually see an early 3v3 fight here. MP Man's gonna get caught out. He's gonna actually get caught. Damerek's gonna engage. MP Man has Ghost, not Flash, remember. Just gonna take a little bit of harass. Pyrrhic Shadow is actually gonna eat the stun. And Team Yamato, what are you doing? Cableman 127 is going to start on the enemy, birds, whatever they're called. Actually, Pyrrhic Shadow going to take a little bit of harass from them. That's pretty funny. But Cableman isn't going to get a full clear, and Finite is already level 2. Cableman wants to get the smite steal off. Finite does not have it available. It's up in about 8 seconds. Oh, Finite's going to be taken low. He doesn't know Cableman's there. Oh, this is going to be so bad. Smite stolen. And no fight. However, Cableman 127 will pick up the first red buff. Dictator sees Winions getting not very cautious there and came back to bite them. As I imagine, Poso Pro taking quite a bit of a harass already. Hi Buddy's actually going to get hit because PPC Master shielded himself. They answer in kind, although Hi Buddy's gonna have to chug that potion and sustain himself. Spectator cam, stop going to top lane if nothing's happening. At the moment right now, Wave is pushing slightly in Dictator Sue's Winions bot lane favor. And it looks like they're gonna be content slow pushing. Ivan gonna get engaged, but a great tornado. Deep Go Deep gonna be taken low now instead, although he is a Leona and he pops that Eclipse. Although he didn't have it yet, he was level 2, but still, Hi Buddy was engaged on, but Deep Go Deep took quite a bit of damage there because PPC Master's good tornado and then also fast fingers on that shield. In the mid lane, meanwhile, more or less a farm fest. Late September getting a little bit of harass onto Pyrrhic Shadow, but the wave is actually pushing in Akali's favor. That's normally something you don't see. And ooh, we might see a gank here. Finite gonna walk into try, but Deep Go Deep doesn't see him. Does he have flash? Yes, he does. Has to use it immediately. Heal comes out as well. But now both flashes down in this bot lane. And Dictator Sue's Winions might just want to take advantage of that fact. Cableman 127 meanwhile farming up. Not quite level 4, but he will be after he does those Krugs in the bot lane. And Finite looking to gank late September. Pyrrhic Shadow is actually very low, still has potions available. But we won't see any fight there. So fairly measured game so far, quite slow. If you're a Team Yamato fan, I definitely say that's worth then for you because they have a team that scales so well into the late game. Nasus and Anivia especially, but even Graves with his attack speed steroid isn't that bad. And Hecarim, I mean, he's not great late game, but he still provides fantastic engage, so this sort of a slow game is absolutely in their favor. Poso Pro doing his best to last hit under turret, but it is quite hard. And the one thing that DSW has going for them at the moment is that their top and bot lanes are both at a slight CS advantage. Nothing quite significant yet, however, if this continues to go this way, they might have... or they might be able to snowball their goal lead. Oh, the engaged PPC Master is going to get stunned. A lot of damage going to go down. Actually, we see a gank. Dimrex has to flash away, but there's no getting away now. Does he get the first blood? It goes over to Nasus. Great gank there. And that's just a reminder that you cannot outrun the pony. So now if you're finite, you ask yourself, where do I go? Who should I gank? I would really like to see him come gank this bot lane again, since neither of them have flash. Actually, Poso Pro's flash just came up, but Hi Buddy and PPC Master are continuously pushing that lane very, very hard, which just lets Graven Leona farm under turret. That's fine, but if the rest of your team is getting ganked from Cableman, and you're not getting any kills, oh, we might see engage. Hi Buddy, though, shield and tornado coming out of PPC Master, and Hi Buddy does not take any damage at all. Caitlyn Janna, so tough for Graves Leona. Nearly impossible, I would say, honestly, if the players are similar to the same skill. Engage onto late September, has his flash, might need to use it here. Is going to be taken very, very low, and actually, no, Cableman 127, the stun lands on Pyrrhic Shadow. Has to pop his shroud, and actually Cableman just gonna run away. Late September. Good stuff to not waste any summoners there. Cableman 127 will keep his mid laner alive. Yeah, I do agree with that. I think Hecarim is pretty damn strong. We'll probably start seeing him more in solo queue for sure, and potentially even in the LCS. So I mentioned before the CS advantage. Pyrrhic Shadow now over 20 CS ahead. That, I mean, Pyrrhic Shadow is a beast of laner. That's really, really bad for Team Yamato. The first blood onto Nasus keeps the gold even, but Akali now... if Akali gets ahead of Nivea, especially if Nivea goes ahead and builds that tier, and then Akali is going to be so much stronger for late September for quite a good amount of time in this game. Yeah, man, once again, I'm going to get caught out now. Going to run away. I think he should be fine. Actually, no, he flashes. Can he get the kill? Pyrrhic Shadow with some Akali moves. Flash coming out of Cableman 127, but he still goes down. This is what I mentioned. Pyrrhic Shadow, if he gets ahead and gets to roam around the map, that's going to be horrible for Team Yamato. Late September, trying to get a little bit of trading in, but Pyrrhic Shadow can sustain himself, and man, his Akali just too strong. Finite now has his ultimate available, has flash, might look to gank late September, although he has both summoners. Late September isn't going to see him quite yet. Now we see the gank. Pyrrhic Shadow engaged onto late September. Late September flashes away and uses barrier as well. Camera, please. And the top lane. Wet noodle fight action. Yeah, but really good gank there to Finite. Made sure to blow Nivea summoners. And although he still has egg, you can almost bet on the fact that Finite is going to be back in that mid lane and try and get a kill onto Akali. Deep, go deep. Do you want to fight this right now? I don't think you do. Poso Pro not going to get that Hi Buddy, going to get caught up. NATO again with the stun. This is a lot of damage on the Hi Buddy. Amazing John Old keeps Hi Buddy alive and knocks Deep Go Deep and Poso Pro away. Hi Buddy now with over 100 HP, 200. He's trying to sustain as much as he can. Actually, we see a flash heal and flash away from Hi Buddy now. The tornado lands on Poso Pro. Heal coming out of Team Yamato's bot lane, and my client just slagged. No kills though, unless... oh my goodness. Crazy back and forth bot lane battles. But in the end, Hi Buddy and PPC Master again come out ahead as they have the minion lead, they have the HP advantage, and now they're also going to get damage on this turret. Pyrrhic Shadow going to try and get a kill. Let's see what he can do. Deep Go Deep going to get caught out, and Poso Pro dashes away, but Pyrrhic Shadow picks up the double kill. Killing spree now on that Akali, and Dictator sues Winions, looking to take control of this game. Actually, Nasus got a kill on top lane. I'm assuming that was just a solo kill. I'm not going to go back because that probably, yeah. So that's good that Cableman 127 ganked for Mpan 2005 early in the game, and Mpan 2005 is going to start getting ahead on his own. Now the way that Team Yamato can stop this Akali snowball is everyone get a pink ward, or everyone gank the mid lane and kill this Akali. Because once Pyrrhic Shadow gets rolling, as you guys saw, he'll just pick up kill after kill after kill in just a couple of minutes, and then it's going to get out of reach for Team Yamato if Akali gets too fed. Poso Pro did manage to pick up BF Sword though, so he's going to have quite a bit of damage, although Hi Buddy also has the pickaxe, and they're deciding to freeze that lane. Here's some pings, and actually the gank in the mid lane. Pyrrhic Shadow though is going to cloak himself and try and engage. I don't know if he wants this. Amazing wall will lock him up. Late September actually goes into egg form, but Cableman will pick up the shutdown. Team Yamato, very good of Cableman 127, captain of the team, make sure calling the shots, making the plays, and shutting that Akali down. Now we'll have to see what the reaction is from DSW, but that was very well played, and that's the power of Hecarim. And 2005, I think that's 180 stacks, 186. So he's doing pretty well in this top lane. That's going to be a huge problem, because not only will he be a tank, but he'll also be a sort of hyper carry as far as the damage he deals. Finite now looking to gank this bot lane, but nice ward coverage in both brushes from Team Yamato's bot lane will keep them alive. However, they're not having a good time in this 2v2. Poso Pro now almost down twice. I mean, he's down about 50 CS, so that is really, really bad, even in a Graves Cade matchup. We're going to see a gank from Cableman. He does not have his ultimate available. Actually, no. Walks over a ward, but decides to go farm instead. Potentially. Could be dangerous. Oh, they actually ping out the ward. Very smart stuff there from Finite, or whoever on DSW pinged that ward out. Hecarim's still here, though. I think he's going to wait for his ultimate. Up in just a couple of seconds. Maybe 15 seconds. PPC Master actually engaged onto Hi Buddy. A tornado onto Poso Pro, and the ult misses. PPC Master gonna flash ult and try to get out alive. Cableman 127 gets exhausted, but does not have ult. Will they be able to get a kill here? The smite onto PPC Master, and Finite actually makes it back. Finite now. I don't think Dictator's Winions are gonna want to take this fight, but they did a very good job not to get killed in that gank. They knew Hecarim was around, and a nice flash ultimate from PPC Master keeps him and his AD carry alive. Looks like late September got pretty lucky there. Ignite down from Akali. They know Cableman's there, so I'm not sure if he should stick around here. Deep Go Deep does not have ultimate available, however Poso Pro does. I'm not sure if had he used that in the last fight they would have gotten a kill, but that's peculiar that he didn't use it. Hi Buddy now out trading Poso Pro, and they might try to take this turret before recalling. Will be enough for Infinity Edge and maybe some boots. But still, Dictator choose Winions. Oh man, they're gonna want to start making plays soon, because this is the reason why. Just to go back, Dimmer X and Mpan 2005. Dimmer X not respecting the damage. That's gonna hurt. Flash away, but that's not gonna matter. One more. Pop. So, Mpan 2005 on that Nasus pickup. I have never seen this guy play before, so we might need that as a ban in the future because he's absolutely done fantastic so far in lane. Not to discredit the help he got, Cableman 127 gave him just one gank, and that's all he needed to snowball it in his favor. Yeah, but shoutouts to High Buddy, 143 creep score after almost 60 minutes. That is really, really high level. I mean, that's like near pro status, so that's really impressive whenever we see UV LCS players have stats that are just so astronomically high. And had he missed more last hits, he wouldn't be as far ahead of Poso Pro. I mean, Poso Pro, like High Buddy is 50 CS ahead. Or not only does High Buddy have like almost maybe 9 minions per minute, but he also is 50 ahead of his lane opponent. That is consistent domination from High Buddy and PPC Master. And that's pretty much what it's been right there. Poso Pro. Graves is pretty strong, has good wave clear, but not great under turret. And they've just been getting poked down, pushed out, and have had a very rough time in this lane so far. Turret now gonna go down. First turret of Dictator Sue's Winions. We might see a gank onto Dimmer X. Dimmer X, oh man, there are 3 people there, although actually they decide to back off. Interesting. They're picking out Finite. Finite with ultimate and flash available, however, is... Okay, he's just staying pretty well. I was gonna say he's kind of low, but uh-oh, gonna get caught out now. Cableman 127 gonna speed himself up, and the engage ults himself. Might need a flash here. The stun and the CC will land. Finite, I don't think he's going to get away. Cableman 127 picks up the kill there. And the double buffs as well. And maybe even Dragon. Although we actually see Pyrrhic Shadow now. Poso Pro is going to get jumped on again. And the Kaelin ultimate will pick the kill up. Deep go deep now. Teleport coming in from Nasus. Can Team Yamato turn this around? Fantastic trap will lock Nasus in place. And that might be it. It looks like that will be, but kill in the bot lane traded for a kill in the mid lane. Actually, they're going to engage Pyrrhic Shadow. What are you doing? This Nasus is going to be huge. No pink ward, though, so they don't know where Akali is. Deep goes down. Oh, God. The rest of Team Yamato is here, though. Pyrrhic Shadow no longer invisible. Going to be taking a lot of damage. PPC Master ults him to try and keep him alive, but Pyrrhic Shadow will go down. Who picks it up? It will be late September, and now High Buddy gets slowed. MP 2005 actually taken pretty low himself. I don't know if PPC Master can chase this though without mana. And we see another teleport coming from Maokai. You are gone. And that's a shutdown over to Dimmer X. Crazy back and forth fight. I think that was a 2 for 2 after all said and done. But this means that Dictator Sue's Winion pick up the dragon, as well as... Did they get double buffs? No, they did not. But they do pick up the dragon, and they definitely come out better in that trade. So we can see Anivia's build gonna try and play that scaling game with the Rod of Aegis and the Tear of the Goddess, of course. However, Maokai on the opposite side already has completed that Rod of Aegis and stacking it up nicely. Oh, High Buddy, good 90 caliber net to get away there. So we'll have to see. Late September and his team aren't gonna spike for quite some time. Graves is pretty strong early and not bad late, but honestly mid game he's not the best AD carry in the world. He doesn't take advantage of like Triforce. His passive does allow him to brawl pretty well, but then again he's sort of one of the AD carries that sort of has a more or less consistent strength, so he's not gonna peak. However, the rest of their team, Nasus, Anivia, and to a certain extent Hecarim will. So I'm curious to see what is DSW gonna do about that. High Buddy, once he gets his Phantom Dancer and Infinity Edge, he's gonna be doing quite a bit of damage to non-armor targets, so potentially that Last Whisper as well. And once they do so, I kind of want to see them group or try to make picks with Maokai, with Akali, with Xin Zhao. Because while Caitlyn and Janna are great for taking down turrets, Akali not so much. Maokai doesn't really provide any poke or siege. Xin Zhao takes turrets pretty quickly. Oh, late September gonna get engaged on, but Poso Pro is there to help him. Pyrrhic Shadow, though, so much damage. The ultimate goes down, collateral damage. Pyrrhic Shadow with the Zonias, and the Leona ultimate will whiff. Pyrrhic Shadow getting the hell out of dodge, but PPC Master might still get caught. Has his flash. Does he use it? No, he just gets ulted and goes down. Cable Man, 127. He's everywhere. He's 3-1-3 now. Been part of 6 out of his 7 the 7 kills for his team, and as the captain and the jungler, trying to put the team on his back for sure. 1-for-1 trade. Pyrrhic Shadow and PPC Master went pretty hard for that kill, and I'd say that's worth for Team Yamato. They just want to scale. They're okay with making trades happen, and honestly, it's not like Poso Pro is worth much gold anyway. There are not UVA sub emotes because we don't have subs. Mpan 2005 is getting ganked by everybody. You ever have one of those days where the entire enemy team ganks you? Late September taking a lot of damage from... Oh, he's going to go down now. Actually, he has the egg available. Can Deep go deep? Keep him alive? I'm not sure he can. Late September goes down. A Dictator sues Winions. Still don't have a gold lead, but they're picking up some kills, and they might look to pick up some objectives as well. Poso Pro got this bot turret, but I don't think Cable Man 127 and Deep Go Deep are going to be able to keep their mid turret alive, and we might see another push, or just going to recall. Dragon up in about 2 minutes. That's most likely the next objective that's going to be contested over, but I think Team Yamato should try and teamfight right now. Even though Anivia isn't especially strong right now, they have a lot of wombo combo. They have Hecarim on top of the Anivia damage, on top of the Graves damage, on top of Leona ultimate. That is just going to be so much potential damage and CC coming out of their team composition if they decide to team fight. Whereas Akali, not that great at team fighting. Caitlyn, definitely not bad at it by any means. Ooh, Cable Man 127 walks over a trap. Dimmer X caught out, does have flash, but no ultimate. I think that she's just going to let herself die here. Probably not worth flashing. Oh, no. She flashed. At least got Cable Man 127's ultimate out of that, but he's building a Triforce as well as that completed Stalker Blade with his Warrior enchantment, so he's just going to do a ton of damage. Poso Pro going to pick up red buff, and we see Dragon spawning in a minute. Aggressive wards on both sides of the map. Or, I should say, Dictator's Winions have more defensive Dragon wards, and a couple of aggressive wards coming out of the side of Team Yamato. Will we see the first real team fight so far? Mpan has teleport available. So does Dimmer X. 4v4 right now around Team Yamato's red buff. And Pyrrhic Shadow picks up the camp. Finite gonna engage on the Poso Pro. Poso Pro has to get away for the flash in. Poso Pro's gonna flash and stays alive somehow. Pyrrhic Shadow now. Oh, the Caitlyn ultimate will miss, but Go Deep is gonna go down. Will he? No, another amazing flash. Cable Man now in trouble though. Exhaust onto him and he has to flash away. But all these flashes are somehow keeping Team Yamato alive. Pyrrhic Shadow now went really ham for that kill. Flash from late September, and Pyrrhic Shadow gonna take a lot of damage. Has Zonias available, but will he stay alive? It looks like he won't. 1-for-1 so far. Mid laner for support. That's actually worth for Team Yamato. They all managed to flash away with like sub 5% HP, and somehow might look to pick up more now. Finite engage on late September. No Agnivia, and he goes down. Cable Man though, uh-oh, the damage. This Hecarim is absolutely fed. And he's might get a triple kill here. PPC Masters, no mana. Nope, just gonna pick up the double kill. 6-1-4 now. Cable Man, an absolute monster on this Hecarim. They pick up their first dragon of the game. And that was very back and forth, but definitely worth for Team Yamato. And Cable Man, he didn't really help his bot lane out that much, but he managed to find the kills that his team needed. In a prime position to carry the game, has completed his Trinity Force and is starting to build more tanky. That's going to be a problem if Pyrrhic Shadow can't kill him. If High Buddy can't kill him. I mean, High Buddy, he has Phantom Dancer and Infinity Edge now, but he is working on that Last Whisper, and I hope he goes Last Whisper first because he definitely needs it against this Nasus and this Hecarim. But if he doesn't, he's going to have a hard time. Late September, what are you doing? Completely caught out. And that was a huge misstep from Team Yamato's mid laner. He thought he had a catch onto Finite, but actually Finite had a catch onto him. Even without Anivia, though, their wave clearing out pretty good. Nasus and Graves. So I doubt Winions are going to get anything out of this now. CPC Master, oh my goodness. I absolutely hate Janna as the champion. She's just so annoying and OP, and she can stack Soul Steal stacks for free. And he did decide to go Magi Soul Stealer 1-1 and 8 now. If Team Yamato don't pay attention to that, that's going to be very, very bad for them. Dimmer X is going to try and tower dive here. Pro going to take a lot of damage, but Kali not here. Teleport coming in from Nasus. Is he going to be able to start a fight? I'm not sure. Cable Man has to go back to base. He is very low. And Dictator sues Winions. High Buddy and Finite are going to do a ton of damage to this turret now. The turret will fall. Fourth turret over to DSW. Pyrrhic Shadow going to get walled up a little bit, but he should be fine. Is this going to be the fifth turret now for Dictator sues Winions? Not quite. However, Mpan, he's going to get engaged on by Pyrrhic Shadow, but again, this is, you do not want to start a fight on the Nasus. Cableman 127 is going to run. Pyrrhic Shadow, is he going to be able to get a kill? Zonius himself, and this fight is all over the place. Poso Pro goes down. Dictator sues Winions are going to try and win this fight. Mpan does not have the damage to carry his team. And the call coming out of Team Yamato to back off. 2 kills over to DSW, and they are about to take them mid-inner turret. That's 5 turrets now, and the first clear-cut gold lead, about 3,500 gold ahead for Dictator sues Winions. They're making the call to rotate into the top lane. Will they be able to take that turret as well? All of a sudden, oh my goodness, it looks like they just might. They took 3 turrets within a span of like 2 minutes. That is crazy, crazy macro play coming out of DSW. Oh, Finite, though, gets caught, has to engage. Late September, is he going to be able to get out alive? Finite taking low. An amazing Monsoon will keep Finite alive, but for how long? PPC Master has to flash away, and Pyrrhic Shadow now trying to clean up. High Buddy's going to do damage from the backline, gets exhausted. Can they get this fight? Poso Pro Ignite will take him down, and Cable Man 127 still dueling High Buddy. Going to have to back away, and after all said and done, 2 for 2. Although it's important to note that Magi stacks were kept secure, and turret also over to DSW, so still worth for them. Oh, you guys call this Hecarim snowballing? Well, yeah, Cable Man, he's the captain of their team and probably also the most experienced. So even though their lanes, their bot lane had a lot of trouble, mid lane had a bit of trouble. He has definitely found a way to keep his team in the game, and even though they're 4,000 gold behind, they can totally come back. High Buddy has a ton of gold for his team. If he goes down early, that's going to be a huge problem, and it's going to be up to PPC Master and Finite to keep him alive. I'd say PPC Master can do that pretty damn well with those 12 Magi stacks. Pyrrhic Shadow gonna pick a blue buff as Dragon now respawning in 1 minute. Both teams with only 1 Dragon buff, so this next one not too important as far as combat stats are concerned. So Team Yamato gonna send Mpan up into this top lane. He has 444 farm right now. Man, that's gonna hurt. We'll have to see how this next team fight goes. 2 Randuin's Omens coming out of Dictator Sue's Winions. They know that Hecarim, that Nasus, that Graves, all of those champions are going to be doing AD damage. And actually, Hecarim and Nasus both haven't gone Last Whisper, so very nice double Randuin's pickup. And it looks like Finite stacking even more armor on himself. So it's really going to be up to late September. Now does have his, or has his Archangel Staff, still 200 stacks away from Seraph's Embrace. That's quite a bit out. Poso Pro, that 1 crit, oh my god. Immediately has to flash away. Headshot plus crit multiplier, does half his damage. And red buff. Man, that's rough because Dragon just respawned. And now Dictator Sue's Winions are going to be in a 4v5 situation if they decide to go for this Dragon. Poso Pro doesn't have teleport or anything like that, so he's going to be completely out of this fight. And that will be Dragon number 2 over to Dictator Sue's Winions. Cableman 127 goes in. Oh, flash fail from Pyrrhic Shadow. Cableman 127 stays alive though. But for how long? Finite now going around this backside. Although he's going to get withered. Takes a bit of poke. And we see teleport into the top lane. Alright, I like that though by Cableman. Trying to get that dragon, and he was close, but not quite. Luckily for him, however, Pyrrhic Shadow missed his flash, because otherwise he would have been dead, and Pyrrhic Shadow would have snowballed even farther. But still, Dictator Sue's Winions now with 2 dragons. That's going to aid their turret destruction, so for that K-Jana combo, that's going to make their siege that much stronger. Curious to see what they decide to do next. Yeah, I agree. At the moment right now, Team Yamato, the most of their gold is on their top laner and their jungler. Not always a bad thing, but in this case, since so much armor is being stacked by the members of the Winions, it's really going to be a late September. Late September needs to get strong enough to get some kills. If he doesn't, then honestly, I don't really see a way how Team Yamato can win this, just because unless Nasus somehow gets to the squishy targets first, there's no way they can win a sustained fight. Cableman gonna spot PPC Master, just gonna run away. He'll be absolutely fine there. Don't want to commend the fact that he's 7-1-5 out of 13 of his team's kills. He's been a part of 12 of them. That is some leadership right there. And they might try to engage. BBC Master NATO knocks him up, but doesn't do much damage. Dimmer X does not have teleport, and I'm not sure if Dictator Sue's Winions realize that. Oh, Chilling Smite on a high buddy, going to be taken very low. Cableman, though, in a 1v3 for now, and the trap will stop. Late September, shutdown, actually. Cableman getting a little bit too aggressive. A 2-man Leona ultimate, Pyrrhic Shadow 1v1ing Anivia. And the engage onto Poso Pro, trying to get away. Nasus, meanwhile, withers Caitlyn, and he's just going for the 80 carries. Flash over the wall, and it looks like DSW is going to win this fight. 3 kills so far. And can they take down the raid boss? Oh, man. Good Zonius keeps Pyrrhic Shadow alive, but for how long can Nasus go down? He will go down. Pyrrhic Shadow alive. And a 4-for-0 fight. Dictator Sue's Winions taking control. Gathering around this Baron. A couple of the members are pretty low, but Monsoon down. I think they should be fine here, as Dimmer X is, of course, a hyper tank with that Rod of Ages fully stacked, and just being a giant tree. So that's now an 8,000 gold lead to Dictator Sue's Winions and Baron buff in their hands. Definitely not out of the realm of possibility for Team Yamato to come back, but now they have to play defensively. They have to wave clear. They have to hope that maybe DSW decides to turret dive them and win a fight from there, because at the moment their 2 carries, I mean the carry role, right? The mid laner and the 80 carry don't have much gold, aren't going to do much damage. Whereas High Buddy and Pyrrhic Shadow are going to do a crap ton of damage. High Buddy has not let up on that fantastic farm. 325 after 35 minutes. That I mean, that's insane. Even for like LCS level, that's really, really great play. 417 on that Caitlyn as well. Definitely doing good for himself. Although I can't bring up Hi Buddy and not mention his support. PPC Master 1-1 and 15 has 16 Magi stacks now. I'm not sure that letting PPC Master have Janna was really a good idea. I'm curious about what Team Yamato did as far as scouting is concerned, but here we go. Dictator Sue's Winions now have Baron buff. Those minions are going to do quite a bit of turret damage. Have the second dragon as well, so Hi Buddy, if he decides to hit that turret, will do a decent amount. Although the wave clear is still pretty fine. I don't think Dictator Sue's Winions want to engage here, since they'd be forced to turret dive. But if Team Yamato wants to start a fight, it's going to be really hard. They're going to have to now. The turret's going to go down. Hi Buddy walks into the base. Still a 5v5, but don't just let your structures die, guys. It looks like no engage. Inhib goes down. Team Yamato lose their first inhibitor, and now a 10,000 gold lead in favor of the Winions, and they might be looking for more in this bot lane. 1,688 damage, Caitlyn headshot crit on a minion. I hope that doesn't hit anyone on Team Yamato, otherwise that's gonna hurt a lot. So here we go, exact same situation as before. You have to pull the trigger, you have to engage. Cableman 127 probably gonna be the one to start that, or deep go deep on that Leona. Cableman's gonna actually go back to base, does not have home guards, but he should be able to get there pretty fast. Maybe they'll fight here. Post-up Pro mana is low. Late September has finally finished that Seraph's Braids, and Hi Buddy takes a lot of damage. Oh, come on, you have to do it. That Cannon is gonna take your turret down. Actually, they lose the Baron buff. This could be huge. Dictator's Winions can't siege as much now. Cableman gonna take a lot of poke. Oh my god, this is so tense. Neither team wants to engage. Team Yamato know if they engage, they might get kited to hell, and Winions know if they engage, they might lose under turret. Hi Buddy is going to start this dragon and teleport into the top lane. That's now third dragon over to the Winions. The Cableman might want to try to start a fight. Pyrrhic Shadow was over a ward right now, and they see Dimmer X in the top lane. They know that she teleported there. Now they ping Pyrrhic Shadow out, but they do not know where he is. Pyrrhic Shadow is going to get caught out. Throws a strat on himself, but he is totally in the thick of enemy territory. No way you're getting out from that. Good try, though. But a little bit of a stupid idea there from Pyrrhic Shadow. Still doesn't put his team behind too much.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And actually, by delaying the members of Team Yamato, they managed to get a turret, so Pyrrhic Shadow could stay worth in that situation. Cableman has to walk away as Dictator Sue's Winions now looking to siege. I'm not sure they can actually siege successfully, though. At least not without the Baron buff. And that's going to spawn in just about 2 minutes. Yeah, you see the timer right there. So maybe they will wait. However, of course, the longer they wait, the longer gold becomes insignificant. Because if everyone gets to 6 items, then it doesn't really matter. For example, Mpan now has over 500 stacks. That's going to tear the HP bar of the squishy targets of DSW in half, basically. UPC Master, they have the Scuttle Crab. Mpan gonna be slowed. His team is nowhere near. Exhaust goes down, and the flash from Dimmer X. Leona ultimate will hit 2. Deep go deep might get engaged on now. And the Jana Monsoon, this fight is a DSW's fight to win. No AD carry for Team Yamato and Byrrc Shadow. Actually, High Buddy will get the kill there. 2 kills so far. Caitlyn ultimate comes out, but is canceled. Dictator Sue's Winions get a kill onto the strongest member of Team Yamato, and they might just look to end the game right here and right now. Cableman, one last fight. Byrrc Shadow going to be taking a lot of damage, and Graves ultimate will whiff. I don't think Team Yamato's even going to be able to pick up 1 kill here. Cableman taking so low. Ults onto Finite. Finite stays alive, and Byrrc Shadow actually gets a kill. Double kill so far for High Buddy. Can he get the triple? No, he will not. However, he will get a decisive victory. Dictator Sue's Winions, 41 minutes in, take it home.